Today, I'll be spending some time on real estate investments and as to how they can be included in your overall investment oblique financial planning so that you have beneficial results, and what can sometimes go wrong when you are making real estate investment so that you're able to safeguard yourself against some of those basic pitfalls. तो सबसे पहले अगर मैं कवर करूंगा, आप को तीन चीज, इफ यू आर लुकिंग टू मेक एन इन्वेस्टमेंट in real estate which can be beneficial to you. First, if you are someone who is looking to flip, कि मैं आज इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ, कुछ पैसा लगाता हूँ and I want to make a trade or a flipping in real estate, तो उसके लिए एक बहुत important बात ये होती है usually, and that's a momentum based thing wherein you have to work with the momentum of the market. Therefore, if you are someone who is wanting to flip, आपका पहला focus होना चाहिए that you get into an investment at as early as stage of possible. जितना वो प्री लॉन्च, प्री लॉन्च, इस तरह की चीजों के अंदर हो सकता है. इसके तीन चार मेन फायदे होते हैं, मैं पहले आपको बताता हूँ. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, प्राइस एडवांटेज. जब तक आपको प्राइस एडवांटेज नहीं होगा, आप ट्रेड या फ्लिप नहीं कर पाए. सेकेंड, व्हेन इट इज अ प्री और प्री लॉन्च स्टेज, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द बिल्डर इज अंडर मैक्सिमम प्रेशर, and therefore not just prices, they are ready to accommodate a lot of your other request at that point in time. क्योंकि अभी उसको कॉन्फिडेंस कम है कि उसका प्रोडक्ट बिकेगा नहीं बिकेगा, कैसे होगा, what would be the market response and all. और अगर आपकी रीडिंग ठीक है तो you should take that call. Third, even if you are, let's say, buying something which is going to be for your own consumption, then also you have a choice of inventories available when it is a pre-launch stage. आप अपने हिसाब का, अपने मन पसंद का यूनिट ले सकते हैं, एंड जनरली वहां भी आपको कॉस्ट एस्केलेशंस नहीं देने पड़ते हैं. फाइनली, इस तरह की स्टेजेस में आपको टाइम मिल जाता है इवन फॉर दैट इन्वेस्टमेंट विच यू वांट टू मेक फॉर ट्रेडिंग और एज दे call it, for flipping the investment over. But there are two major challenges also in this. One, डिलीवरी रिस्क रहता है इसके अंदर, बिकॉज अभी आप खासकर इफ द बिल्डर इज नॉट वेल नोन, या अगर पहले बिल्डर के साथ में इस तरह के इश्यूज रहे हैं, तो देर इज ऑलवेज अ डिलीवरी रिस्क विच कैन इफ नॉट से कि पूरी तरह से आपका पैसा खत्म हो जाएगा, एटलीस्ट यू डू हैव अ रिस्क कि आपका पैसा फंस सकता है, योर मनी कैन गेट स्टक. सेकेंड, इसके अंदर जो चैलेंज होता है वो है कि अगर आप मार्केट मोमेंटम को ठीक नहीं रीड कर पा रहे हैं, अगर आपका टाइमिंग सही नहीं है, इफ यू आर नॉट वेल वर्स्ड विद द मार्केट मूवमेंट्स, तो भी आप जो है पैसा लगा के फंस सकते हैं, एंड यू मे नॉट बी एबल टू मेक अ ट्रेड द वे you had envisaged that you'll be able to do it. So this is a very momentum based kind of a thing. It's a trading call. Therefore, if you are making a trading kind of taking a position of trading oblique, wanting to churn in real estate, then you should be working with experienced brokers जिनको कम से कम 10-12 साल का अनुभव हो, और जो ये काम करते हो, और जिनके पास में इस तरह की कैपेसिटीज हो कि आपको प्री लॉन्च टाइप खरीदवा सकें और फिर आपको एग्जिट्स करवा सकें जिस तरह से उन्होंने आपसे बात की है, या एटलीस्ट एग्जिट करवाने के रास्ते उन्हें पता हो. सो वन इज दिस, दीज आर द रिस्क एंड यू शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ दिस. Second, what I'll cover is for individuals who are having a corpus of money and they want to make some investment in real estate. उनके लिए एक nowadays something which is gaining a lot of traction in the market is the fractional ownership in commercial properties. Very simply said, big commercial properties tend to attract stabler tenants. So 5 crore की प्रॉपर्टी है, 10 crore की प्रॉपर्टी है, 20 crore की, 50 crore की, these properties will have bigger entities operating out of these commercial premises. Could be a cinema hall, could be a warehouse, could be a factory, could be a big retail chain, etc. एंड बिकॉज उनका इन्वेस्टमेंट टिकट बड़ा होता है, तो इंडिविजुअल बायर्स के लिए उनको वन गो में खरीदना मुश्किल हो जाता है. सो इफ यू से 25 लाख, 50 लाख, 75 लाख, once you are to invest, you may not be in a position to buy a property which has Tata Croma as a retail outlet there, because उनकी स्पेस रिक्वायरमेंट बड़ी होगी, तो प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो 5-6 करोड़ की हो सकती है. In this, what is happening now, and this is especially now getting more traction after the intervention of SEBI, wherein they are regulating they have already brought out a white paper on the regulation of uh, the fractional ownership market. There are players in the market who are offering you these investments at 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh, 25 lakh kind of a entry size. So आपका entry size reduce हो जाता है. The investment is professionally managed, and the asset is giving you the comfort and yield of a big tenant in a big premises. So fractional ownership, especially with people who have some liquid amount and want to have a steady rental income, is gaining a lot of traction in the real estate market. थर्ड इज स्मॉल रेसिडेंशियल यूनिट्स. आप किसी भी शहर में रहते हैं, इट कुड बी हैदराबाद, इट कुड बी बैंगलोर, पुणे, एनसीआर. आप उस शहर से अगर 30, 40, 50 किलोमीटर आगे जाते हैं, यू विल फाइंड smaller amount, small ticket residential real estates, which in due course will increase in capital value also, और आपको वहां से steady rental returns आने लग जाएंगे. So if you are not very keen on buying a fractional property under commercial and you have 25, 30, 40 lakhs to invest, then look for the fringes or maybe slightly even more than that of a city. Buy something there which is closer to possession, start taking a rental on it, stay with the property for 8 to 10 years, and you'll be able to make a handsome return as well. अगर मैं एनसीआर की बात करूं तो इसके अंदर दिस वुड बी towards Faridabad, Palwal, towards the Ghaziabad side, it would be Lal Kuan area, and then Gurgaon से आगे जाते हैं तो धारूड़ा भिवाड़ी. Now these places are starting to grow, and they are going to start giving very handsome returns to their investors in next 5 to 10 years. Besides the regular rental returns which will come to them from these areas even now. So if you have, let's say, 30 lakhs to invest, if your idea is not to go for a fractional ownership in commercial, you can opt for a smaller residential investment in the fringes of the suburbs or suburbs. And now I'll briefly touch upon uh, what is happening in Gurgaon as a market. Gurgaon may be recently, the government has again allowed Stilt Plus 4, which has seen a uptick in the demand for the residential plots because 25% more can be constructed. So the demand is more, जिसकी वजह से there is a bump in the plot का prices also and demand also. And a lot of these small plots under the DDJY scheme have seen traction from builders themselves wanting to start constructing. As a result, a lot of builders are now, what they are doing is they are typically coming up with next to in the still plus four format on in under the Sona master plan. So now, if any of you are someone who is looking to buy a house for own usage in Gurgaon, then this gives an option जहाँ आप 1.5 to 1.7 CR में 3 or 4 bedroom के uh, well made, furnished, and when I say furnished is not furniture, but otherwise all the interiors done and woodwork done and उस तरह के fully fitted floors, low-rise floors with lifts and with still parking and all लेने का एक option create होता है. So if any of you had been looking for buying a property for self usage in Gurgaon and has kind of missed the opportunity in last 2 3 years or has been outpriced by the market, तो ये एक विंडो उनके लिए फिर से खुलती है. इसमें दो prominent builders ने अभी recently they are in the process of bringing out some inventory. One is Trehan. Trehan has a pretty long reputation in the market, and they have been very successful in this particular product of low rise floors for the last 3 odd decades. And second builder is Signature Global, which is also a listed company, and they also have been fairly successful in last decade or so in their deliveries. So these two builders between themselves are now coming out with around 3,000 odd units in Sona. The things are in progress, and you will very soon start seeing a lot of solicitation happening in the market for these two builders for their low-rise floors in Sona market. So that's another opportunity wherein you can look at. As far as the Dwarka Expressway and New Gurgaon and SPR areas of the market are concerned, in Gurgaon, the prices are now peaking out. So anything if on Dwarka Expressway beyond 17,000, one should be very cautious now in terms of buying that. In New Gurgaon, beyond 14,000, one should be very cautious of making an investment. And SPR again, or SPR extension, anything beyond 16, 17,000, one should be cautious of taking a position. because now the prices are getting peaked out. So you may not be in a position to flip it over. From a own usage point of view, it still has, I would say, it still has some margins available wherein you can make a purchase if it is for your own usage. But as far as trading is concerned, that piece seems to be slowing down in these particular areas. हाँ, कुछ अपने यूसेज के लिए कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं जहाँ रेडी टू मूव इन आपको मिल जाते हैं फॉर सेल्फ कंजम्पशन, या नियरिंग कंप्लीशन में भी मिल जाते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड से इज broadly from real estate perspective on a basic basis as of today. So I would like to say that, broad principles, I'll repeat them again. If you are someone who's looking to flip a investment with some investment, say 30% or 40% of the total value, get in as early as possible at a pre-launch stage, but be very, very careful about the builder's past record and the builder's behavior, because it is attractive, but accordingly there is a risk reward ratio. And work with brokers who have at least more than a decade of experience in the market, those who can help you with the momentum trade. uh, Second, if you have some amount of 30-40 lakhs which you want to invest and hold on for a long haul for capital appreciation, for rental returns, then either opt for a fractional ownership kind of a thing, or go for a smaller residential property on the fringes of a bigger city. So that's about from the real estate perspective. Thank you so much.
You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind.